What's going on, Empire Builders? Brian Downer here, and we have one of our members, Andrew, here today. Andrew, what's going on, my man?
Oh, not much. Not much. Happy to be here.
Awesome, man. Well, I was talking with Andrew and wanted to bring him on. He was kind enough to share some of his experience as a member inside of the community, but more importantly, was able to scale up his business pretty quickly from 0 to 12 clients, and then he'll share a little bit more about that and where he's at with it right now. I thought that story was really exciting. I wanted to bring that to you, and so we can see what he's got going on and what you can learn from Andrew. So cool, man. First, before we get into all of that stuff, tell us a little bit about what you were doing before you got into your agency or your business, and why you decided to transition from whatever that was to your business.
Yeah, thanks so much, Brian. I started out right out of college. I moved to Chicago for a couple of years and was doing IT sales out there for a couple of CRM companies. And it was 50 hours a week. Only 2 weeks paid vacation. Wasn't that, it was okay. Wasn't that glamorous of a job. But I started with the Tai Lopez SMMA course, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen his face on YouTube and all those crazy. I kept getting hit with those ads, and I'm like, I want to do something different. So I finally clicked on that and took his course. Didn't learn that much, but it was really the turnkey to becoming an entrepreneur. So I was side hustling for about a year, doing my job out in Chicago and trying to run some SMMA for social media marketing for small businesses. And then I purchased a few more courses and really started to learn how to run Facebook ads, how to run email marketing, and all that good stuff. And then throughout time, I started connecting with a lot of people on Facebook, Brian being one of them. And my agency really started to take off. So now it's a full-scale digital marketing agency with Facebook ads and email marketing and message bots, really, really cool new things. So it took off over the past few months. So my first month that I quit my job and really just really focused in on it, I got over 10 clients in less than a month. And a lot of those came through my internal network, reaching out to those people, and a few came through cold calling or cold contacting. So just walking in to these brick and mortar businesses and saying, hey, can I run your Facebook ads for a week? And got a lot of people to sign up that way. And I got too many clients, which is a good problem to have. And since then, I've scaled back a little bit, just so I can focus on other things in my life, such as becoming a personal trainer, and focusing on my girlfriend and my family and all that. So it's going really well now.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So tell me, before we get into how you did this in detail, I want you to describe the feeling, because I know what it's like in my own experience, but I like in your own words, that feeling of quitting that job that you didn't like to go pursue what you really wanted to do. Tell me what that feeling was like.
So I don't know if it was like an immediate feeling after I quit that job. I didn't have that moment where I walked into my boss's office and was like, I'm done, and flipped the desk. But over time, I felt myself kind of feel more relieved and less stressed, because I'm doing what I want to do. And I make my own hours. I know who I am, so I know how I work. I like working later in the day instead of waking up early in the morning and working. And I can do that now, running my own company. And I just feel more relieved, less stressed, and kind of things are really falling into place since I quit my job. So yeah,
Love that, man. And I love that too, the confidence you get from doing it. And earning money, it shows you, hey, you can earn money yourself. You can do this, and if it's not this, it's something else. And that's what I always told myself. But I'm really glad it's working out for you right now, man. So why don't we get into a little bit about your strategies for how you actually did this? So I know it sounds simple when you say it, but I know a lot of people, they're either introverted, they don't want to go do this, but maybe explain a little bit more about how you got these clients signed up, what you said to them, how you approached them. Because I'm assuming you didn't just walk in and start pitching them, or maybe you did. So maybe just describe that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So I really believe in getting referrals. So what I mean by that is, off the bat, you can get referrals from your friends and family.
Right.
So reach out via Facebook, via Instagram, text your friends and family, email your friends and family, let them know what you're up to. So let them know that you're starting this digital marketing agency, and right off the bat say, hey, I'll work for free for a week and let's see what we come up with. So I did that. I ran Facebook ads free for a week for most of these clients that I was put in contact with via friends and family. And if you can do Facebook ads well, and you set up, like you say, Brian, if you set up the bait well, then you can create results in a week. Sometimes it will take more than that, obviously, but depending on the niche, you can create pretty awesome results in a week, especially with Facebook ads. Yeah. So I did that. I highly, highly suggest reaching out to your friends and family when you're first starting out. You don't know who they know, and they might know some really, really powerful people or people that own small businesses. So that's the first step. Second step, doing cold contacting. So I didn't pick up a phone, didn't shoot any emails out. I drove to these brick and mortar businesses, walked in, and said, hey, I'm a leads generation agency. So it's different. I like saying lead generation agency because then it piques their interest, like, oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Instead of going in and saying, hey, I'm a digital marketer, or saying, hey, I'm a Facebook ads expert, because either they'll say, oh, we already run Facebook ads, we don't need that, or, oh, we always get pitched by digital marketers. When you say lead generation agency, it changes their thoughts, like, oh, what is that? We need more leads, that would be awesome. So they're more receptive to listening to you.
Yeah, I just talked about that in an interview where I was saying you need to describe what your service does in its description, because people want an outcome. They want lead generation. They don't want Facebook ads or whatever your medium is to get them leads. They just want that outcome. So that's smart. Exactly.
Because they don't care about the technical stuff. They want like results. So yeah, and like you always say, Brian, offer it for free up front, and offer value up front more than just free. Just offer that value and present that to them, and if they like what you do, they should be willing to pay you. So.
Yeah, I don't typically do free trials unless I need to make a really sexy offer or I need to really attract someone. But I would agree, when you're starting out, working for free is a smart way to earn someone's business and earn testimonials, even if you don't end up working with them long term. So I would, like you did starting out, for sure recommend doing it.
Yep. And starting out now, if I want to get my foot in the door, I'm not getting any more clients right now. I don't really want any more clients. And a big thing that people don't realize is, after you have a few good clients, they can refer you to other clients. So you don't have to constantly be doing these cold calls. You're not selling all the time. You can scale by referrals. So don't be stressed out because it's really tough to get these clients at first. Like, just let it, get a few, get good clients, form relationships with them. And then once you produce results, they'll be willing to tell their friends about you, and you'll get referrals from there. So
yeah, and I love what you said earlier too, that you're doing this to create a foundation in your business so you can go pursue something else you're more passionate about, which would be coaching. And selling packaged coaching services is a lot more difficult, in my opinion at least, than selling digital marketing services to small businesses. So I love you using this as a stepping stone, because I kind of did it in the reverse way, where I was trying to sell like fancy shit first, like iPhone apps, and I had no idea what the hell I was doing. When I switched to this, no overhead, just me and my time and delivering a service, I was able to build up a client base. Now I've got time and income to focus on my membership community and other things I want to work on. So
Absolutely.
I love that. Yeah, it's people don't realize that you don't have to start with the thing you ultimately want to end at. Make money now, earn that time and freedom.
Yeah, and another thing I see is with a bunch of my coaching clients, or a bunch of my students, they niche down way too quick. You don't need to niche right away with digital marketing. If you're just starting out, keep your options open and create great results for your clients, and then your niche might show up that way. So you don't know what your niche is going to be until you can actually produce results in that niche. So keep your options open.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So this is all really solid advice on client onboarding or client, finding clients and what you should do with them. So I want to now get into a little bit about what you're doing for them. You talked to me before we went live here, or we started recording, about chatbots. So I would love if you, maybe take 5-10 minutes max. You want to open up your screen share even maybe and give us a little breakdown of a campaign you're running and why you think it's working so well.
Sure, let me get that set up.
Yeah, here in Zoom, it should be just the big green share screen button at the bottom.
Yeah, so I love chatbots. So with Facebook ads, a lot of people run Facebook ads to a sales funnel, whether that's in lead pages or in ClickFunnels or anything like that. You can actually send people from the Facebook ad, send the leads from the Facebook ad to a chatbot. And chatbots are so much more dynamic. You can get so much more out of them. And we'll go to my ManyChat screen right here. So I use ManyChat. There's also ChatFuel, and there are a few others. The big hitters right now, ManyChat and ChatFuel.
Yeah, I like ManyChat.
Yeah, it's super easy to use, especially with the flow builder that was just released a few weeks ago. It is super easy to build out sequences. But if you see here, here's an actual campaign that we started yesterday, and we already have 50 subscribers. So that's 50 leads right there. And this is for a gym. We're running a big giveaway. So the giveaway is 1 year of free membership.
Wow.
And for one lucky winner. So we get people to subscribe in, and we drive them through the chatbot. We segment them by if they're a current member or if they haven't been to the gym yet. And then we want to know, hey, if you're a current member, do you want personal training? So we figure out if they want personal training or not. And then if they're not a current member, then we figure out if they want to try out the gym, which they already were offering 2 weeks free, 2-week free trial. So we're offering that to people that have not been to the gym before.
Yeah.
So it's really awesome. For this campaign so far, we've spent $10. We have like 48 opt-ins, so I'm one of these subscribers.
Do you mind sharing that ad with us in the ad manager?
Yeah, let's go into it. So it's really basic right now. We're gonna run other ads. Let's just go to their page. We're going really deep into this, Brian. We're giving them everything, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
All right. Awesome. I love it. So we'll go to their page.
And I mean, I'll be the first to say too, in ManyChat is definitely a learned skill in setting up those sequences. I played with it for a while, built out a sequence. Need to probably go revisit that. I thought I turned it off, but I still see people going through it somehow. So for those watching, it is more complicated than we're going to make it here. But definitely respect Andrew sharing this with us, and be cool and don't steal it all word for word.
No, please don't. But here's the ad. It's super basic right now. We just have an image going. We have the free giveaway. We have it running on 2 different pages, so 2 different locations. So here it is.
Got a high relevancy score. Nice.
Yeah, free giveaway. We're just running a URL link. There's so many different ways to get people to go to your bot. We just use the URL link here. Um, Using the JSON tool is better for cost per click, but we just kept it really basic, and my customers are loving the results right now because we spent $5 on this ad. We have 44 people liking it.
Yeah.
We have so many opt-ins, and we have so much more of the budget to go. We just started this last night, so it's going to grow like crazy. I'm really excited. So
Hell yeah, man. And this is how you earn a client's business for, at least a year. When you can do something like this, they'll lock you in long term, and then you can, like you said, build that relationship and keep them around long term.
exactly. And when you guys are watching this, please do not click on the link or go to their page. I'll show you exactly what happens. So they'll like this post, and then they'll click on the link to opt in. And so their messenger will pop up. So if they're on their phone, they'll get a message on their phone. My computer's going a little slow.
Yeah, it's okay. It does that with Zoom.
Yeah. So the message is right here. Boom, first message. Hi, Andrew. I'm OnyxBot. So always name your bot. It just makes it more fun, more interactive. And I run them through these questions. So are you ready? Yes. And when they click yes, they are subscribed to the bot. So I run them through a bunch of,
Right.
crap.
No, that's
So
fine. Honestly, dude, that's good. I mean, that was just a little peek behind the curtain. I think everyone's
cool. Love it.
But no, man, I get it, and I'd like that you use the link that goes right to a message. That's interesting for those who've experimented with bots before. I've done the one where they have to comment on a message, or I'm sorry, leave a comment on your post. But that was like, it was hard to get as many comments. I tried to do an engagement ad instead of clicks ad, so it might be a good one to experiment against. But it seems like yours is working better than mine was for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, with the comments and everything, you can get more organic reach that way because more people are interacting with the post. I've found with just asking them to like the post and click on the bot, you still get a fair amount of organic reach that way.
Yeah. Well, the problem I saw too was when you share a post that requires them to comment to any other page, the people have to go to the original post to comment. Like, I shared it in my groups, and I had people in my groups like commenting on the group post, but they couldn't get it because they had to go click through. So yeah, that way it works way better for sure.
And chatbots are so new that there are going to be like those little problems, and like there are a lot of workarounds that you have to do for some things in the bots. But over time, those will get fixed. And like I said, they're so new. This is the time to jump on this trend. They're so cool. They're so cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm excited they're working out for you. So why don't you, before we wrap this thing up, just, in a couple of words, tell someone who is thinking about being a member of the Laptop Empire Lab why they should join and why it would benefit them to do that.
Absolutely. So my agency started to really take off after I joined the Laptop Empire Lab. It has everything in there. You get a return on investment calculator that you can show your clients. Super easy to use. Brian goes through step-by-step everything you need to know to really grow your agency. And he gives you so many tools. And the coolest thing are the infographics. You're so good at making those infographics. And you share all those tools in the Laptop Empire Lab. There's everything in there. I was telling Brian before we jumped on this call, I took so many courses. And when I took the Laptop Empire Lab, it just glued everything together. And from there, I was able to scale very, very quickly. So
that's awesome, man.
Definitely
I really, really appreciate that testimonial. I know you had one you gave it to me earlier too, but I appreciate that one as well.
No problem. No problem.
So before we get too distracted by this noise going on outside here, we're doing work in our condo. I don't know if you can hear it or not. My microphone should be getting rid of it. But why don't you leave us with some parting advice? So what would you say to a freelancer consultant, someone getting started? What one piece of advice would you give to them to really take their business to a place where they can earn a full-time living doing it?
I would say mindset's pretty key here. So be patient and be persistent. It's not gonna all happen overnight. Be persistent in the sense of every day work on your stuff, and just keep going forward. Be patient. Don't expect anything right away, and just work your butt off for it. And yeah, I think that's the best advice I can give for somebody that's somewhat new to this.
Cool, man. That is solid advice. Does take a lot of patience and the ability to overcome a lot of frustrating things, because that's just part of the game. So awesome,
Yep.
Andrew. Well, I appreciate your time, brother. You're on the East Coast, so maybe here in a few
Yep.
months when I move out that way, we'll be neighbors. But otherwise, you have a good evening. I'll have a good afternoon, and then we'll talk soon, man.
Cool. Thank you so much, Brian. It was awesome.
All right, man. See ya.